What is up, Cali vegans? And today we're going to talk about when calisthenics doesn't build muscle. I don't know if maybe it happened to you on social media or in reality. There is these people that are quite strong with calisthenics. They can do crazy stuff, but they're skinny. They don't have any muscles. So guys, welcome to another episode and live of the Building Muscle series for vegan, but of course this applies to you even if you're not vegan. And in this holiday that I had in Italy, I went to work out in my hometown calisthenics park, and there was this guy that had a crazy front lever. Okay, a front lever is basically when you're hanging below the pull-up bar horizontally. Okay, so for me it's pretty difficult. Like I don't know if I can achieve a 10-second hold of front lever with good form. It's probably not very good for me, and it's even a dream just thinking of being able to do a good front lever hold at the end of my workout. But this guy was doing front levers after front levers after front lever after front lever. It was just crazy. But he was skinny. He was skinny, and there is a reason why he was skinny. It's not because calisthenics doesn't build muscle. The thing is, calisthenics progress is not going to be the same for everyone. Because you're using your own body weight, genetics play a big role in your calisthenics progress. So this guy was maybe weighing 60 kilograms. It was literally maybe less than that. And therefore what happened for him, achieving a front lever was pretty easy. He was training hard, of course, and he had a good form and execution in the front lever, but what he was doing wrong is keep doing these front lever hold, which, it was amazing that he could keep doing it, but it was not optimizing his potential. Because here's the thing, for me, doing a front lever hold is very effective. It's very hard. But for this guy, doing a front lever hold is like walking. It's not effective anymore. So even though you sometimes you see very strong people in calisthenics, the reason why they haven't built muscle is not much because calisthenics doesn't build muscle, is because they didn't create the correct progression, or they don't know how to keep going in the progression of strength. Why? Because their genetics allow them to get to that level without much effort, without much structure. Okay? So what to do instead? And this applies if you are a beginner or if you are advanced. It's for both people. Okay, you always want to move towards exercises that allow you to work at a low volume. Okay, so for example, this guy was at the end of his workout doing front lever after front lever after front lever. I mean, it was just crazy. Just had unlimited strength for the front lever. But then I asked him, are you training front lever pull-ups, which is harder than holding? And he say, not much. In fact, there was a difference between me and him when it came from actual pulling strength. So I could do front lever pull-ups and he couldn't. So that's why he wasn't building muscle with calisthenics, because he was staying in that progression that he was comfortable in, with not creating an increasing stimulus towards more difficult exercises, which would have helped him becoming even stronger in front lever, but also effectively build muscle, because that's what's important when it comes to build muscle, like progression in strength. Okay, and in calisthenics it depends a lot, from person to person, depends a lot. So let's take again the example of this guy. Instead of doing front lever holds after front lever holds, they used in like 10, 15, 20 seconds. It looked like this guy never finished the energies. What it should look is choosing a front lever pull-up variation, okay, front lever pull-up variation, which would have allowed him to perhaps only do 3 or 4 repetitions, and by the 4th sets he wouldn't be able to perform more, because that exercise was actually challenging for him. Okay, if you are you know, if an exercise feels easy, you know, you can use it at the end of the workout to kind of finish your muscle and finish off the workout, but you cannot use it as your main way of training, because otherwise that's the reason why you're stuck. At more beginner level, this happens with push-ups. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, and that's good, you know, that you start with the basic. You start with push-ups and you start with pull-ups. Okay, usually pull-ups stays as an effective exercise for a good period of time. But with push-ups, if you're doing 20, 25 push-ups, 25 push-ups, 30 push-ups, 50, you know, like, you're stuck. You know, all you're doing is training to do push-ups, and it's not an effective way to train with calisthenics. That's why then people say, calisthenics doesn't build muscle, because you need to apply the same progression in strength that you would do with weights. Like with weights, you are under a bench press and you do 8 reps. You don't go up to 25, you don't go up to 30 repetitions of bench press. No, you stay between 8, 10, and you add the weight. And over time, that's why you build muscle. So now it's much easier to understand this progression with weights. It's a bit more difficult to do it with calisthenics, but you need to do that. Okay, so I'm not going to cover how to do it in this live. If that's something that you want to do and you need help to understand this exercise progression, you can apply for my coaching when I helped already 200 vegan men build muscle with calisthenics. Just drop me a DM saying live, so I know you're coming from the live. And that's it for today, guys. I saw there is a question. As always, at the end of the live, I'm going to ask the questions for the people that are on, whatever it is. It can be, you know, fitness related or whatever related. I don't really care. So what does the new tattoo represent? So, well, I mean, to make it a short kind of story, I basically wanted a ornamental face tattoo, which would, you know, come this way. So as you see it, and then the other part of the concept of this tattoo is that it is a shoulder protection, like, you know, the armor from like gladiators and medieval warriors, that, you know, they had the shoulder thing, and so that's also what it represents, because I'm a warrior. You see, I'm a warrior. And the style of this tattoo, the choice of it comes from different things. Like it's called Brutal Black Tattoo, Brutal Black Project. You can look on it on Google or Instagram, and you will find them. And I was just, I don't know, it was interesting for me that they were doing all this black work, and it was super painful. I mean, it looked like an experience. It also attracted me because it definitely represents some darkness. Darkness, it's coming, you know, from my life choices and experience. We can resume it in saying, you know, that I was really a lot into techno and taking drugs. And yeah, I mean, I think the short story is this. And there you go. You don't have any questions. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.